Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again in this YouTube astrological segment. I'm going to be talking about having a Capricorn Sun and Scorpio Moon in a natal chart. Now, first off, as far as the basic character goes, which is the Sun, in this case, the Sun being in Capricorn, can be very disciplined, structured, responsible, consistent, ambitious, and yet pessimistic and negative. Now, on the unconscious side, which is the moon, in this case, the moon being in Scorpio can be more intense, resourceful, incisive, probing, passionate, and this person, as far as how this energy may manifest together, may bring that Capricorn ambition into something Scorpio related, which can include psychology, the occult, locksmithing, recycling, investigation, or something with transformation. The Sun in astrology represents our basic wants, and the Capricorn Sun wants to attain success, and the Moon is about our emotional needs. Scorpio Moon needs power, things that are complex, intimate connections, and going beyond the surface, and really things that are superficial and seen through subterfuge as well. Now, the true self, which is the the Sun, and in this case, the Sun being in Capricorn, can be premeditated, serious, melancholy, and the inner self, which is the Moon. In this case, the Moon in Scorpio, it can be obsessive, transforming, and secretive. The Sun in astrology is associated with our drive and motivation, and the person, may be driven and motivated, which is the Sun, to improve their social status and stature in life, which is Capricorn. And the fact that with the Scorpio Moon, person may do so with a lot of passion, desire, and emotional intensity. And the thing is, this combination can be more harmonious, if it's in a sextile aspect. Now, let's say, you have the Capricorn sextile aspect in astrology, is 60 degrees, and it's auspicious and harmonious aspect. And I use a 10-degree orb if at least one personal planet is involved. In this case, you have two personal planets that are involved. Now, let's say, for example, if the Capricorn Sun is at 3 degrees and the Scorpio Moon is at 7 degrees, that would form a sextile aspect. And you could have this work where, the Capricorn Sun, wants to attain authority, and they want they want success. And the thing is, the Scorpio Moon can have that need for power, and the thing is, it's actually a good combination, for attaining some kind of position, of some kind of authority, of management. Because when you're attain a position of authority, you can have certain power and control over things, and that's what can make this combination of the Sun and Capricorn and Moon and Scorpio work harmoniously together. And the thing is, Capricorn Sun, even though the Sun is about our basic fundamental character, and even though Capricorn is not a fixed sign, of course it's a cardinal sign, it can still have very good powers of concentration, and Capricorn would be single-minded. And you have the Scorpio Moon can be very, relentless energy, may not always realize it on a conscious level, because the Moon is the unconscious side. And also you have the Capricorn, the combination of the Capricorn Sun, may be enamored with just solving things, solving problems, to be good at problem solving. And then you have the Scorpio Moon, has that need to get to the bottom of things. So it can be that's how this energy can blend well together as well, especially again if it is in a sextile aspect. This could be a person that likes to solve problems, which is Capricorn. It could be ones that are complex, and Scorpio Moon has that need for things that are complex. And the thing Two is, the sun in astrology is associated with the biological father, and with a Capricorn sun, the biological father, can either be, maybe, I should say, not even, maybe a Capricorn sun, moon, or ascendant, or embody those characteristics. Now, the moon in astrology represents the mother. So with a Scorpio moon, the person's mother may actually be a Scorpio sun, moon, or ascendant, or embody those traits. And it's also about the perception of these people. So having a Capricorn sun, the person may perceive the biological father, someone that's very structured, disciplined, responsible, ambitious, and consistent, but may also perceive the biological father as somebody who might be overly cynical, pessimistic, negative, cold, callous, or undemonstrative. Now, with the Scorpio moon, the person may perceive their mother as somebody that's, very, you could say, probing, decisive, resourceful, mysterious. May see them as a person that's passionate, but at the same time, may see and resilient, but at the same time, may perceive the mother, as somebody that might be overly vengeful, vindictive, secretive, jealous, or manipulative. So those are some ways, the person may perceive, as far as these people go, the biological father and mother. So, and this is a thing too. Looking at this combination, the Capricorn sun, of course, sun is, again, is our basic fundamental character, and Capricorns like to, attain their ambitions and success. They're career oriented. This person may bring, wanting that career more so than most, people on average, meet those career wants, so to speak, and may do so, could be, in a, like I was stating before, something Scorpio related profession, and whether it could be locksmithing or the occult, which includes astrology, or forensics or investigation, as some examples. And this combination, is one that really, again, can have very strong, single-mindedness, and be able to, stay with things with a lot of concentration. The Scorpio moon could actually be fixated on things, and may not always be aware of it. And again, the Capricorn sun can have, the good powers, focusing on things and concentration. Now, the moon is about, our emotions, and it's understood. Scorpio moon, is one that could have very strong, power and control over their emotions. But the thing is, when they come out, they can be very powerful, and also, maybe very convoluted and intense, and person may be very irritably emotional as well. And the Capricorn sun, as far as, again, the basic character, can be very disciplined and hold back, and not is one that is very serious. The thing is, this person, a lot of this, at least some of this, the energy can be modified, based on contraindicators and modifying influences in the chart. Let's say somebody has a Capricorn sun and a Scorpio moon, but they have, say Gemini rising. The person may not be quite as, persistent or tenacious or what have you, as a typical Capricorn sun Scorpio moon combination, because Gemini rising, it could be very outwardly restless. They're versatile, but can really, so often lack persistence and can be more mercurial in nature. They can get bored very easily, so you have to, factor in, everything in the chart. And as I stated in my earlier videos, not to isolate, any one thing in the chart and make a complete analysis on it. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying, stay well.